Hi everyone, welcome to this fourth JavaScript pro tip, the third and final one in our series about date and time formatting. We saw formatting date and times standalone, we saw formatting date and time ranges, and today we're concluding that series with formatting time distances. So expressing distances of time in the future, in the past, in a way that is idiomatic to the locale we specify. So this is the second constructor we've been mentioning in the previous pro tips. We used to go with date time format, and this one appeared a bit of time after that, still a number of years ago. And this is relative time format. It lets us format a specific distance expressed as a quantity and a unit. That unit can be any singular or plural form of a day, month, quarter, year, century, hour, minute, second, millisecond, and so forth. So how does that go? If you look at this, and I format one day, so by default, we're going to use full text and numeric representation always. So that would be in 2 days, in 3 days, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Now, what happens, how can you tweak that? Okay, so first, this works obviously across all languages and locales. This is French, this is German, this is Japanese. You get the proper formatting all the time. And let's get back to US English. Now, there are two options for this that I really like. Okay, the first option is about the style. The default style is long, and you can go with short or narrow. Most locales will render short and narrow as exactly the same thing. Basically, what this does is this abbreviates the unit. Now, it so happens that in US English, you can't fill that abbreviation for days, for instance. You can see it for week or month. Okay, so that would be WK or month, or if you go with minute, that would be min, hour would be HR, and so forth. But day doesn't have one. That's not true of every language. For instance, in French, you're going to go with J instead of jour. So that's one option, but I'm not a big fan of the style short. On the other hand, what I am a big fan of is the option numeric auto. And what that does is that instead of using a numeric display all the time, if there is a well-established colloquial specific word for that short distance, usually 1 up maybe 2 units, that would display it. So instead of saying in 1 day, in French it will say demain. Instead of saying 2 days from now, or in 2 days, in French it will say après-demain. Same for hier and avant-hier instead of yesterday and the day before. You get the same thing in German, for instance. Morgen and übermorgen, gestern and vorgestern, and you would have the same thing for weeks, by the way. That would be nächste Woche or a month, you know, nächsten Monat. And if you go back to English, you'll see next month for sure and yesterday, but you see in 2 days or 2 days ago. US English doesn't really use words for more than one distance away, but that will still work. You'll have tomorrow. You have next week, past month. If you go like this, like, okay, that would be last month, stuff like that. It's a really nice, more human-friendly way of displaying distances when they're short and you have well-established names for it. So I usually always set numeric auto on my relative time format.